How students are using video to create products to display their learning in my classroom is one example would be in our mythology unit. We have a website, a wiki classroom, that students are creating a social networking site from the research they did on their gods or goddesses. And just like Facebook or Instagram, you have advertisements posted and different videos that you can post, based on life events. So students are creating videos that they're posting on the wiki that advertise a product or a service that could be sold, or so they might be doing commercials. They are also doing different videos that could be a broadcast news video or a talk show host where they're showing the research they've learned about their god or goddess, or what would happen on a news report based on a myth that they read. So it's very rigorous and it's relevant to their lives. It's very engaging. And why do I integrate it? Well, for those reasons. The rigor is on Bloom's taxonomy. The lowest level of learning, understanding, would be for them to just research the information and produce it in a report or a PowerPoint, regurgitating that basic understanding. However, I have them synthesize at the highest level of Bloom's taxonomy, where they're now needing to integrate their own creative thinking and to be able to show their learning. So it's at a more rigorous basis, because they're using this multimedia approach rather than the traditional report. That also offers that engagement. It's more relevant to the 21st century learner. They are fully engaged in what they're doing. They're having fun. They're working together, collaborating with each other, brainstorming ideas. And I think that, the rigor and the relevance and the engagement are why I integrate video into my classroom on a regular basis.
My name is Lacey. I teach 7th grade life science. I use media in my classroom frequently because a lot of life science in the beginning is on the cellular level, and we don't have the microscopes that can get to that level in our school. And so video helps students see abstract concepts visually, which is what we can do. Once the organisms get on a bigger scale, they can then see them in class.
My name is Andrew Dwyer. I teach media skills and Eastern Hemisphere. In the media skills, we produce a morning news show that does the announcements. The reason I use multimedia in my geography class is because it's engaging. It meets the kids where they're at, 21st century digital children. The visuals are good. It fits the sort of ADD lifestyle that we have now. It's quick, fast information that's coming out of the digital world, right? I mean, all of the information that we get outside of school comes from multimedia. I mean, they get it on the internet, they get it on the TV, radio. So in the first place, it's important for them to understand messages are delivered to them, the subtext of the messages that are being delivered to them, what they're saying and what they are actually saying in the media. But it's a good skill to have for them to teach them communication. It teaches them how to get their ideas across using media. And since it's the 21st century, that's how we get our
teacher, and the technology I use in my classroom is ByteSlide, PowerPoint, VoiceThread, and Animoto for presentations on a research project. I also use Learn 360 for informational videos to introduce certain topics and new information for students.
I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th graders here at Wasilla Middle School, and we are piloting an APEX math program here. APEX is a blended class, so I get to do some hands-on teaching, and I'm pointing at my Promethean board even though you can't see it. And the students also are able to work at their own pace. Okay. So the ways that I integrate technology into my classroom would be that, one, I try to put quick links onto my website for students. Apex sometimes does not explain it in a way that, they're middle school students that they get. So I think it really helps to hear my voice and see a really quick lesson.
My name is Katie. I teach middle school social studies, media skills, and I'm also the library media specialist at my school. I have students use multimedia in a variety of ways. I, in fact, have every class create movies. We have a system called Power Director on our computers at school, and every year students use that to make their own movies. One of my assignments that I love is for students to create a thesis paper, a traditional thesis paper, but instead of writing it, they are turning it into a movie. So they've developed a topic statement, a strong argument, and then they have to back that up, and they do that in the format of a movie. One of the classes I teach this year, Media Skills, is all about the media. And students are right now producing podcasts, and they'll be turning to look at movie making next week. So we'll be incorporating some of the techniques that movie makers use and creating movies for the rest of the semester. I love using movies in my classroom or multimedia because I think that students are very engaged. They really enjoy putting together movies. They enjoy the system of learning, Power Director. They like to collaborate with each other. They like to share ideas. The creativity is off the charts when they do this, and I find it so much more engaging than, for example, writing a paper or filling out worksheets. So movie making is kind of selfish on my part because I have fun with it, but the students also enjoy it, and I would much rather grade projects in the format of a creative movie than a stack of papers.